at the Sinful to P Live Videos channel. And I just want to inform everybody that, if you've seen some videos, that some was here, but you was looking for other videos and they did not appear. The reason why they didn't appear is because they are on my Patreon account. So, you know what I mean? I'm going to be putting links in the comment section just in case, you know what I mean? If you want to go to the Patreon, you want to see videos you've never seen before, you want to see videos, you know what I mean, that you have seen before but haven't seen in years, posting all of that on my Patreon account. So you want to go over to my Patreon account. I'm going to be putting some links right now in the comment section. For those of you that didn't catch the live video, you can just simply go to the live chat, you know what I mean, and just go right up in there. I'm going to have to put some links in the comment section, and you can just click on those links and immediately, either go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the website, or my Instagram account, or you can just simply go to my Patreon. So without further ado, let me do that for you. Blessings to everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. You know what I mean? I'm happy to see that God has blessed you to see another year. You know what I mean? Y'all still here. Hold on. You still blessed with the activity of your limbs. You still going on. Hold on. Some of y'all, well, some of my people ain't up in here yet, but some of y'all old enough. Y'all about to turn 50, 60, 70,000 years old. But God still got you here. You might say, damn, Sin, I'm old as hell. Yeah, but God has still blessed your old ass to be here, and I'm glad about it. Hold on. You might say, man, they about to close us down again. I'm about to be stuck in the house with my wife. Or I'm about to be stuck in the house with my bench. Or I'm about to be stuck in the house with these benches. Sin, man, it's about to be messed up. I got to look at this bitch every day. Or I got to look at these bitches every day. Hey, man, it's a blessing just to wake up to be able to see. So I know some of y'all getting ready to be angry because, yes, they about to shut us down again. I'm in Canada, so, we already, pretty much shut down. There's things that's still open, but, for the very much so, we shut down. They don't play over here in Canada about our health. That's the reason why Americans can't even come over here right now. But into battleships, a lot of divorces about to happen. You know what I mean? Because people like, man, I can't relate to this individual. We don't have nothing in common. We don't have no compatibility. She looking a damn fool. You know what I mean? The bitch, she gonna say, this nigga, he looking a damn fool. It's been 2 to 3 days. He ain't took a shower. Then I told him to take a shower. He's sitting over there talking about why I gotta take a shower? I ain't even went nowhere. You know what I mean? Or, when I told her to take a shower to get in the mood, she's like, for what? You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a whole bunch of relationships, coming into battleships, man, because y'all getting ready to learn more about, the person that you with in that relationship, or the women that you with, you know what I mean, in whatever relationship that you got with them. Yeah, you about to learn more about, because y'all about to be spending more time with one another. And only the strong gonna survive. You know what I mean? Some of y'all getting ready to come to an expiration date real fast and quick. Hold on, let me put this link up in there. Be like, man, I thought I loved her. But man, the more time that I spent with her, man, this bitch get on my nerves. Seeing I have to go. Okay, that link that I just put in the comment section, that is the link to my Patreon. You know what I mean? So if you want to come to my Patreon and see videos you haven't seen before, videos you haven't seen in years, new content, you know what I mean? Come to my Patreon. You know what I mean? That's where all the new content and the old content, that's where it's at. Plus, that's where we're going to be communicating and fellowshipping with, why I'm not on YouTube. Because after today, Sam will be disappearing for a little bit. So, during the time while I'm disappearing off of YouTube, you can still communicate with me, fellowship with me, enjoy good content over on the Patreon. Also, let me give you that. Hold on for a minute. Also want to give you the link to my Instagram. And as I said on my Sinful to P Instagram live videos channel, the Sinful to P the Sinful to Pimp, that's not my page. The Sinful to Pimp page, that's not my page. I repeat, the Sinful to Pimp page on Instagram, that is not my page. The only Instagram account that I have is Sinful to P 773. That's it. You know what I mean? I haven't made one post on it. You know what I mean? That's the correct one. That's where you want to go. The one I just put the link in the comments section for. Go over there. Also, you know what I mean? Don't let nobody deceive you talking about some, send me some money or I'm going to charge you for this or this or that. No. My only Cash App is the link that I just put in the comment section. You know what I mean? Go there. Also, let me get you a link to my website. David, you stupid. I'm trying to keep my laugh together so I can finish the video. And here you come talking about, man, not gonna lie, that video with the dude roasting Danky's eye, that was hilarious on the Patreon. You talking about Neil. Yeah, we was on the Game for Ladies channel. At the time, it wasn't the Game for Ladies channel. It was actually a channel where I was only going to put street content, on. And then I switched it up, for the ladies. The ladies needed a channel, so I made a channel for the ladies. But originally, that was going to be, for something else. But yeah, that was the first video where you guys actually got a visual of all of us. And that nigga Neil had called in and he just started going in on Danky's eye. You know what I mean? That nigga started going in on Danky's eye, man. He was like, man, what's wrong with your eye, man? Who you looking at right now? He was just talking real crazy. And so by all of us being cool at the time, we start roasting the shit out of Neil. You know what I mean? You notice Cash was like, he's like, man, I can't be talking to you, man. You like fat boys. You ain't cool. You know what I mean? Then Neil was like, man, why you got your eyebrows arched? You know what I mean? Because at the time, you know what I mean, Johnny had his, hey, I'm not going to get in on that. But, you know what I mean? Neil was like, nigga, why you got your eyebrows arched? So, yeah, that video was funny. You know what I mean? Neil came in just roasting the whole time. Of course, we went in on him, but Neil had his jokes too. You know what I mean? Neil had his jokes too. We're not going to sit up there in front like Neil didn't have some things to say too, because that's a lie. Neil had his jokes too. Neil was talking shit too. I forgot what Freeze had said. Freeze had said something about him wanting to choose up. He was trying to get a fee or something stupid like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that video, man, is being slept on because, of course, when we first started, it took us like 20 something minutes to get the visual and the audio, correct, because we didn't know what we was doing, in the beginning. You know what I mean? But now they got all type of apps now, man. You can have 16, 20 people on there if that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? They got so many apps now that's way better. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's on Patreon. But see, people was going past it because when you first look at it, we were struggling a little bit for the visual because we didn't know what we was doing first. It was our first time, well, it was my first time setting it up, for everybody to be seen. So it took us and then I opened up the phone lines. Next thing you know, Neil came up in there just roasting, trying to roast Johnny Cash for having arched eyebrows. Then, Danky P at the time, Dank had matter of fact, yeah, Dank had a little white bitch that he ain't know what to do with, in California, but he was back in Vegas at the time, simply because he don't know nothing else. Like Dank ain't never really pimp before. He ain't never really went to the Midwest to do his thing. He ain't never really went, to the East. He ain't never went to the South. He went and did a little. He in the South, he stayed there for like 2 seconds, but he ain't never really pimped in the South, so he don't know what to do. And even in California, he had to pretty much depend, on Freeze for certain information because he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. And here's somebody that's saying they've been in the game 17, 18 years, but don't really know their way around, Southern and Northern Cali as far as this pimping go. What to do, how to do. And he had a good marketable bitch at the time that was fucking. See, Dank ain't gonna put that out there, but he knocked the bitch because of the channel. That same interview that y'all see with, I knew exactly what I was doing. See, of course, motherfuckers ain't gonna give me props because, they got to put on this image, this facade. But the thing is, the nigga was holus and dolus, and he was getting jugs because he was on the channel. Young niggas was reaching out to him that was pimping, was like, man, Dank, I got action at this bitch, man. If you want this bitch, let me know, bro. Here, man, you can get up at this bitch right quick, and get at her. And so, you had young pimps, trying to put Danky in a position to knock a bitch, giving Danky some money, giving him jugs, because they was tuned in to the channel, man. They was like, man, this nigga a real one. He just holus and dolus right now. So there was a lot of young pimps tuning in and wanted to just be a blessing to Danky P because Danky was the only one that was holus and dolus. So when I did that interview at the Venetian where he's sitting at the pool answering questions, that made him look like what I wanted him to look like. I ain't gonna go into all that. But the little white bitch, she saw Danky as like, kind of like a Hall of Fame pimp that was just holus and dolus. So, she was like, I know I got to get money to really like fuck with you. She was a young, little, thick, little white bitch, with a nice little chunky something on her back, with a nice fat ass, on her back, man. Yeah. Nice little legs, everything. And the bitch was looking so cool that the other people like, man, Dank didn't sit up there and knock that bitch. Man, who Dank didn't knock that bitch from? Motherfuckers was sitting over there staring at that bitch because she was just walking around, ass just bouncing around and shit. And instead of Danky keeping the bitch in California, because any nigga that know California like that, listen, even if you not mobile, and I know this from testimony. You can come to California, holus and dolus. Especially if you got a pimp partner that's fucking with you, that's willing to pick you up and drive you around the blaze so you can get at a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Or if you got a hotel room that's on the blade, bro, all you got to do, bro, is stay down. You don't know when you're going to knock your next bitch. Bro, you might be sitting over there. You might take your clothes to the laundromat. And while you taking your clothes to the laundry, you fuck around and get somebody's work out of pocket. Or you run into your next bitch while you washing your clothes. That's how that Cali thing be. Or you might came there broke as hell. But now, and that nigga, he had a white bitch that was thick. When Sin said, that's when you know it's thick. So he could have got his money, man. And he didn't want to get his money, man. That nigga went back to what he knew. Instead of keeping the bitch down in California on them Cali tracks and letting them racks, stack up, he sit up there and take the bitch back to Vegas. And now the bitch, she puppeteering his pimping, telling him what she want and what she don't want, and what she want and what she want. And then this one I really knew that I started questioning whether or not, Danky was this pimping. When Dank sat up there and said, when he was willing to pretty much just let the bitch go on automatic. Now here it is, this is a new fresh bitch. Okay, prior to her, you ain't kept this bitch, for a whole month. You ain't kept this bitch for a whole month. Listen to me. Tell me now, those that know the game. Your main bid that you had damn near for 10 years, she bounced on you. Even though you lied on her talking about she put the police in your business, then you changed the story up. But you was sitting over there talking about She put the police, these niggas will sit up there and put the police jacket on the bitch to keep the pimping away from the hoe. So, okay, this is what it is, right? He ain't been able to keep a bitch for 30 days since the main bitch, had bounced on him at that time. I don't know what he's done, because we ain't been talking. But at that time, he wasn't able to keep a bitch for 30 days after his main boo thang prostitute, decided to sit up there, you understand me, and bounce on him. Okay, so check it out though. The new white bitch that he got that's marketable, all this nigga had to do was pimp, but he takes the bitch to Vegas. Then the bitch, she say, I'ma just go see this trick and I'ma come right back. And this nigga, instead of him going with the bitch or not sending the bitch at all to Cali and keeping her in Vegas, he sends this bitch on fucking automatic. You understand? First of all, you don't have a rapport with the bitch. You don't have a foundation with the bitch. You understand me? You trying to sit up there and hang something that you ain't even caught yet. And what I tell you niggas, the catching come before the hanging. You know what I mean? You can't pimp on a bitch, man, that you don't have yet. You don't put no bitch like that on automatic and you ain't even racked up yet. Number one, you ain't even got a solid foundation with the hoe yet. So you pretty much just sending the bitch to the wolves. You making this situation accelerate to its expiration date before the appointed time. So, Dank, we already knew what was going to happen. Johnny was like, what? Sin, you lying. He sent that bitch to California by herself. I got quiet. And that nigga Johnny was like, man, Dank ain't no pimp, man. Dank ain't no pimp, man. As many times, man, as we done helped this nigga out, we done sit up there, man, you understand me, and gave this nigga money, sit up there, you understand me, and helped him out and all of this shit. And the game bless him with a new fresh bitch, and he gonna send this fresh ass white bitch to Cali by her motherfucking self on automatic like he's sitting on 100,000 with his feet kicked up. What the fuck he on? So me, Dank, Freeze, we on the line chopping his head off. You know what I mean? But Dank, of course, he in his mind, he thinking that, he got it together, but we already knew the bitch was gonna blow. You ain't had the bitch for a month. Then I just couldn't keep it real in totality with a nigga, because I ain't want to hurt his feelings. But in my mind, like, my nigga, because he was doing a whole bunch of shit that y'all just didn't know about. Like, Dank had a bitch that came from Johnny, and every time that bitch would come in the motherfucking room, this nigga was sleeping. You know what I mean? He was sleeping. So you got a fat ass nigga with his belly showing, one cocked eye, and he just sleeping. You know what I mean? This bitch, she just got through busting dates. You know what I mean? She come home. She, you understand me, want to get some new enlightenment and new encouragement from her folks. And she come in, and you just laying on the motherfucking bed, just sleeping with one eye open, with your belly button all out. You know what I mean? Looking stank, looking ugly. So Johnny already knew that it was only a matter of time, before the bitch blew up on him. He like, man, this bitch about to sit up there and blew up. And see, what you might be able to, hold on. You might be able to get a mercy period, some patience, from an older bitch, that want to fuck with you. But when it comes to a young broad that's from the age of 18 to 25, 9 out of 10, that's not going to work, partner. I'm going to let you know now, that's not going to work. And the reason why that's not going to work is for the simple fact that these young bitches' attention span is just like that. All right? And so if you're not a funny nigga, you're not, you know what I mean? Because you could be intelligent, you can have all this game, but what is it that you have? If you know that you look a fool, first of all, your tools ain't together. You're not really a handsome guy. Your eyes over here, your other eyes over there. The bitch can't tell whether you're looking at the pimping or whether you're looking at the simping. The bitch can't tell. You understand me? And then you're not really funny like that. So hold on, wait a minute. You're not funny. You really don't got game like that. You know what I'm saying? And you trying to hold out on the dick. See, a young bitch be like, wait a minute, I can't get no dick. You're not funny. You're not really giving me no hella game like that. You know, wait a minute, hold on. Let me look at the list. Okay, no new game, no inspiration, no fornication, not able to make me laugh. Just wake up every day. He cock at it. He sleep. Okay, let me look at my. Okay, that's the consequences. What are my benefits? Okay, let me look at the benefits. Let me look at the benefits. Benefits of fucking with Danky P. Okay, benefits. Okay, in the wintertime, he gonna provide heat because he big as hell. Okay. If I ever want some pancakes, I can play with his knacks. Okay, because sometimes, you know, a bitch want to play with some knacks. You know, every time if we can't get no pancakes, I can just play with all your knacks. You know what I mean? I can just play with. Damn. I'm searching for the benefits. Where's the benefit package? Damn, ain't no benefits. You know what I mean? So that's just how a young bitch is, man. I can't laugh. You not really funny. You don't do drugs. I can't get high. You not, you know, I really don't want to fuck you, but every now and then a bitch do get horny. So I might want to slip up on that. Wait a minute, you acting stingy with the dick too? Okay, You know what I mean? I just know how these young hoes is, man, because I deal with them. You know what I mean? Every bitch that I have right now, except one, is under the age of 25. So I just know how these young hoes is. I know these young hoes want to be entertained. These young hoes want to learn. These young hoes want to have fun. These young hoes really want to fuck. They want to suck dick. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that you got to be no porno star. Hell no. But, you know, it's going to come a time, you know, when it's time to bring it, you want to bring it. You don't want to be like dude last night with his, what's that nigga name? Blicker, you know, sounding all out of breath. Sancho Saucy. You don't want to be out of breath. You don't want to, you know what I mean, be out of stamina. You know what I mean? You want to be right. So, you know, when it come to having young hoes, man, you want to have your mind right. You want to have your body right. Stamina on point. Hold on. Otherwise, you're going to be messing with them old scanchy babes. You're going to be messing with all the like 43-year-old grandmama hoes. You're going to be fucking with them Mama Sherman hoes. You're going to be fucking with them Moody Bible Institute hoes. You're going to be fucking with them Sherman Oak hoes. You know what I mean? You're going to be fucking with, right, Mother Sherman, Sister Betty hoes. You know what I mean? You're going to be fucking with them hoes whose titties, you know what I mean, go down to their belly button hoes. You know? Them hoes that got on a diaper. You know, them the hoes you ain't gonna have nothing young. You ain't gonna have nothing young and tight. Ain't gonna wanna fuck with you. Now listen, before I get carried away, cause that you know how sin to do, and we fucked around 75 people. I didn't even mean to get all y'all in here, but listen, you know what I mean? Come to the Patreon. It's videos already missing that I've already put on Patreon. YouTube didn't take it down. I got them on Patreon. So if you want to see them, you're going to have to come to my Patreon. I'm sorry, but I think that I think that the content that I've put out, I think it's worth $5 a month. Maybe I'm being a little bit too arrogant, but yes, I do think that the game that I've put out is worth $5 a month. I do, for some strange reason. I might be wrong. You know what I mean? But I do think that it's worth $5 a month, people. I think so far I've given y'all your money's worth and then some. I do. Hold on. You ready for that next tier? I really got to get my shit together, man, because I got enemies watching. So it's a lot of shit I be wanting to show y'all, man, but I be like, damn, man, this a little too dangerous. You know? And I get notified when you drop new content. Yeah, y'all know. That's why I like it. Go grab that Patreon. Lots of great content. Right. Tell them, bro. I put it in the, hold on. Let me do this right now. So for those of you that want to see videos that you haven't seen before, videos that you haven't seen in years, and new content, go to my Patreon. I just put the link in the comment section. And once again, the Sinful the Pimp page on Instagram, that is not my page. The Sinful the Pimp page belongs to Kiko. That belongs to Keisha from False Alert. That's the feds behind that page. Do not follow that page. The only page that you should be following is the link that I just put in the comment section. The Sinful the P 773 page. That is my only Instagram account on Instagram. And this is my only Cash App. Hold on. Okay. And I'm going to give you my only PayPal as well. Give me just a second. Okay. And I'm also going to give you my website. Okay, so cool. You be going ham with the uploads also. Appreciate that, Lala. I mean, I said Lala. Lulu, my bad. That's because I see Emily right there. I slipped up. But yeah, that's for those of you that be like, man, who is Lulu? Lulu be using his baby mama's account. That's Emily. But that's Lulu right there behind that account. But yeah, y'all go over there, man, to that. And fuck with that one time. Don't play with the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm already letting you know. I'm about to disappear for a while. And the only way you're going to be able to fellowship with me, communicate with me, see new content, old content, you know what I mean, from me. Yeah, that's Lulu. That's Lulu. That's crazy ass Lulu. Lulu funny as hell. Y'all need to follow them. You'll fuck around and be laughing all day. Lulu need his own show. They need to come with a check for Lulu and just go ahead and give him his own show. Lulu gonna have your ass dying all day. Hold on. Oh, Fredo, man, that nigga sounds so big. Sancho Saucy. I know you don't have my name in the same sentence as a hoe. Sancho Saucy. Do you want them problems? I'm like, why is this nigga saying that nigga name like Sancho Saucy? That nigga said that nigga name like a cheeseburger. I keep telling y'all, the way that nigga said that nigga name, it was as if it was 9 patties on 2 sesame seed buns. One of them old nasty burgers where the cheese is falling off. You know what I mean? Sancho Saucy. What, did I already post it on? Yeah, that's already up there. That was up there this morning. Yeah, that's not on YouTube. That video that I did early this morning, live, yeah, that's on Patreon. And I'm about to, let me look at the time. Yeah, I'm about to get off here in a little bit because later on the Sinful to P page, I want to go live over there. You need to get over there to my Patreon. Hold on. I'm like, man, why is this nigga saying it like that? I thought y'all niggas was on some gangster shit. This nigga saying this nigga name very sexual. Sancho Saucy. I'm like, see, that's the way you say a nigga name in prison When you about to sit up there and take a nigga manhood or something, what you in here locked up for? Oh man, I got a few speeding tickets and everything. Oh, okay. First time in here? Yeah, first time, hopefully I'm about to get out, because I had already put up my bail money and everything. Oh, they gonna get you out later on? What they call you? Oh man, they call me Sancho, man, out there. And, oh, they call you Sancho? Yeah, you look kind of saucy. I think I'm gonna call you Sancho Saucy. Oh man, that's cool of you, man, to give me a name and everything, man. But yeah, man, you could just call me Sancho. No, I like Sancho Saucy even better. That's what I'm about to name you. And that's gonna be your name all night. Sancho Saucy. That's how that nigga was sounding. That's gonna be your name all night. Sancho Saucy. What you said, the yellow from endeavoring to resurrect from students was big and fine. I would have gave her. Yeah, she was cool. She used to look better than that. She used to look better than that in the video. That was her after getting out of jail. I don't know how that bitch look now. Manhood, what you mean I'm shut up? That's how that nigga was saying it. You not going nowhere. When you go out to the yard, you stand over there with the punks. When you come in my room, you make me some soups. You clean my drawers with a toothbrush. I want my room spick and span. Do you hear me, Sancho Saucy? I want my room clean, spick and span. I want you to give my room that Hassan Campbell straight clean up. I want it all clean. Do you understand me? Sancho Saucy. That's how that nigga said that nigga name. I'm like, man, this nigga want to do something to Sancho, man. I don't like the, and then you ain't got your talking sexy to that man. I was like, man, what is all of this? You know, I'm like, man, something wrong with this nigga, man. Somebody gonna text me, it's like, what you about to do new for 2021? Shit, stay away from y'all. Shit, what's my New Year's resolution? Nothing, nigga. You know what I mean? It's another day, another year for me. I'm just about to make more sacrifices so I can go higher. What's my sacrifice? Staying the fuck away from y'all. Not answering the phone for motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Going through my contacts, seeing what bitch was playing, you know what I mean, and who wasn't paying, so they can get blocked. Yeah, that's what I do before any year start, nigga. I go through my contacts. I go through my text message. Okay, she was playing. Okay, this bitch was playing. That bitch was playing. That bitch was playing. She not playing, but she taking too long. And I don't want to go into 2021 talking to you because that'll be wrong. Cut. You know what I mean? That's how I do it. Now, some bitches I'm going to be merciful to because I know they got some problems. And the game will be like, be patient with her. So when the spirit of the game say be patient, you know what I mean, she going to come around. I'm going to listen to the spirit of the game. But for most of them, gotta go. Gotta go. Do not go into 2021 answering the phone for poison people, negative people, toxic people, people that don't add nothing, no money involved, no nothing. Bitch don't add on to nothing. You don't add on to nothing. Man, man, my time is valuable, man. I don't want to keep talking to you. I don't give a fuck about you being pretty. You ugly as hell to me, shit. You didn't help me come up, shit. Get your ugly ass off my phone line. That's how sin gonna do it. How you do things is how you do things. But I don't like to keep talking to somebody who don't add on. She gotta go. The fuck is we talking for? We just talking to be talking. I don't like that. That sounds like a waste of time. That sounds like a complete waste of time. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we don't want to go into 2021, you know what I mean, talking to the same cancerous, non-prosperous individuals that we was talking to previously, you know what I mean, in the yesteryear. No. God blessing you to see another day, a new year. Matter of fact, don't wait till 2021. The time is always right now. Go in your contacts, go in there, your comments, and your start looking at your comments and your text messages. You know what I mean? Look how that bitch didn't follow up. Look how you called that bitch. Look how you text that bitch and she always has something to do. Look how things that's not productive. Look at all the individuals that you talking to that don't got nothing beneficial, edifying, no new revelations, no uncommon information, no inspiration. Conversation always about people all the time. This person don't never give you no new thoughts pertaining to new subject. They don't never sit up there and say, you know what? Did you read this? Or did you read that? They always want to gossip. Motherfucker, I ain't trying to Wendy Williams with you. You don't got no new thoughts, no new results. Same old thoughts, same old results. Motherfuckers had old thoughts about nothing. So that's what the results gonna be. Nothing. Some of y'all gonna be doing the same thing that you did in 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Stop lying. Stop listening to these fake ass preachers lying to y'all. Today is your day. Next year is your year. 2021. You're gonna do it. You're gonna have the best year of your life. No, you're not. I wish I could snatch the microphone. No, you're not, bitch. You still doing the same motherfucking thing, bitch. You ain't about to have the best year of your life, bitch. This preacher lying to you. Bitch, you ain't doing nothing new. You still doing the old same old bullshit, expecting some new shit. Bitch, you not about to get nothing. You about to have the worst year of your life. Look at your house, bitch. You got a nasty house. Talking about the Spirit of God came in your room this morning. Bitch, no, it didn't. The scriptures say God cannot dwell in an unclean temple. How God gonna come in your house and your house nasty? How the Holy Ghost gonna come in your house and your house nasty? You got garbage everywhere. You got food all on the table. It's bugs flying all around, and you talking about God is in your house. No, he not, bitch. Stop lying to yourself. God ain't in no unclean house. No, he not. You understand me? You sitting over there talking about some, you be speaking in tongues. Yeah, you be speaking in a tongue. But you not speaking. That's Casper the Friendly Ghost that got you sitting over there shouting and dancing in that nasty ass house. You women better clean your house. Stop telling God you want a husband, you want a boyfriend, you want a man of God. Lord, send me the right man. And your house is just nasty, just filthy. Come on, man. God ain't about to bless that. Prize, man. What's happening, bro? You know what I mean? Appreciate that, bro. Coming in with the 10. I'm 27, had to cut off some older homies and their 40s. Younger ones have excuses right now. I'm checking in from that Milwaukee. Oh, man, shout out to the Mill. Blessings, man, to that Milwaukee, man. Yeah. Blessings to the Mill. But yeah, man, I didn't even mean to talk for no 40 minutes, man. Y'all make sure y'all get to my Patreon. Hold on, let me look and see if anybody new that came over. Okay, there's a few that came over. That's cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Niggas sitting over there, 2021 about to be my year. No, it's not. 2021 ain't gonna be your year. You about to have a fucked up year just like every other year because you're not doing nothing new. You're doing the same old shit expecting something new. That's dumb. Universal, man, what's happening? Hold on for a minute. Go through my mods, make sure everything cool. Okay, cool. That's enough. But yeah, man, you got to do something new. Stop expecting, you know what I mean, new results and you still doing the same old nothing. That don't go hand in hand. You got to reinvent yourself. I like that. Every year is your year when you own your shit. Right. When you doing what the fuck you supposed to. Listen, I'm going to give you this example and then I'm going to sit up there and bounce on y'all motherfucking ass. Listen, when you doing what the fuck you supposed to do, motherfucking success, money, all of that shit, all of the shit that you want, man, you got a better chance of gaining that shit on accident when you doing what you supposed to do than on purpose when you're not doing what you're supposed to do. When you doing what you're supposed to do, shit just gravitate to you. When you doing what you're supposed to do, you wasn't even expecting that, but it just came. She walking out the hotel. I might even post that later on. But that was the first bitch that I ever knocked out here in Canada. You know what I mean? The nigga that I gave a phone call about, he had came through to the hotel with his crew. Them niggas, you understand me, was coming to sit up there, you understand me, and kill me. Over this little funky ass little bitch. He is in his feelings about the bitch. But anyway, make a long story short, I wasn't even, when I left my room, I wasn't even, of course, you know, when you just ism, you always ready. But no, I was actually going outside to run. I had my headphones on. I'm getting ready to go run. But you know what I mean? I wasn't, whenever I would sit up there, you understand me, and go run, I got used to running up the stairs. You know what I mean? So instead of getting in the elevator, I would run up the stairs. So while I'm coming down the stairs, this nice little white thing with them white little legs, with them white little perky titties, you know what I mean, with that white little pretty face, you know what I mean, just staring at me coming up the stairs. So by me being me, I initiated a conversation. You know what I mean? We get to talking. And, you know, before she even told me, of course, you know, a pimp gonna know a hoe or somebody that got potential, even if the bitch had a choir robe on. But so before she even told me, I knew. But so we started talking, and I said, "What you getting ready to do?" She said, "Well, you know, I don't know if you want to keep talking to me, or maybe you do, but I'm actually getting ready to go in my room and post and set up some phone calls." I said, "Set up some phone calls, huh?" I said, "What usually do?" You know what I mean? She was like, "Well, you know, usually work over there. I work over there, but yeah, I work over here, you know, as well." And then I just got right to the point because that's one of the things that helped me not, you know, and I've tried to give this to you guys so many times, but it keep going over your head. It's so simple. But when I talk to a bride, I'm not talking to the image that she conformed to. I'm talking to the woman. I'm talking to that female. You know what I mean? Either or. But I'm not talking to the image that she conformed to because of the lifestyle that she's in. I must ask her things, you know what I mean, that would that's gonna hit that woman, that's gonna hit that female in the chest. So I just asked something very simple. I said, "Are you happy? Cause you don't look happy." She said, "Why you say that?" I said, "It's just your expression. You know, I'm able to look past, you know, what you got on right now and you smiling and things like that. I just don't feel the spirit of happiness from you." You know, she didn't even know how to respond back to me. I was just too much for her. And she was like, "Wow." And then she started telling me about her situation, you know, with this dude. She really don't want to be with him. She want to leave. You know what I mean? She don't know how to leave. I said, "Man, it's funny that you should say that because I was just getting ready to give you a tutorial on how to leave him and be with me. She started laughing. So, make a long story short, we had exchanged information. But as I'm getting ready to walk away, I look back up and she was still looking at me. I was like, oh man, please. I could do cardio later on. I got pimping to do. I said, come here. Let's go to my room. And she said, all right. So she follows me to the room. Listen, it just be the basic things. It's just like Freeze said, the smallest gestures speak the loudest volumes about the character of a person. And see, you haven't even known me for 24 hours and I'm already giving you instructions and you're following them. I said, man, why don't you come back to the room, man? Come on to the room with me. And she didn't put up no fight. And the bitch just sit up there, you understand me, and come right to the room with me. So when she come to the room with me, of course, she's spilling her guts. She telling everything about her life, how she don't like this situation. He don't do nothing with the money. All he do is just, buy cars and fix his car up and buy weed and get high and, get some lean. And she started telling me about all type of crazy shit about how sometimes he be allowing his niggas to fuck for free. Yeah, when they dick get hard, he be letting the homies, fuck on his so-called hoe, for free just because they the homies and all this old gay ass shit. So I'm just listening to all this backwards, retarded, special ed, Ritalin baby ass so-called. And so I started telling her, I said, well, I don't want you to categorize everybody in that, what you defining him to be, that I don't want you to categorize all of us to be that, because that's totally the opposite. A pimp would never allow his hoe to have sex with his homeboy or friends and niggas he grew up with just because that's the homie and all that. We don't even get down like that. That is a total misrepresentation of the lifestyle. That has nothing to do, with this pimping. Nothing at all. And she's like, so you never let any of your girls have? I said, no. Those are my friends. Those, we cool and everything, but we not that cool. No, none of my friends are going to do anything with my women. Not at all. So that what you got going on with him, that has nothing to do with this lifestyle what's being, because you can't tell the difference between authentic and fraudulent because you've never been with an informative representative of the lifestyle before. So you can't tell right now that what you're in, is completely some bullshit simply because you don't know what the real shit is. But the game blessed you on the day. She said the game blessed me. I was like, yeah, you're talking to the blessing right now. Anything that you want to know about the game, I'm the encyclopedia. Anything that you want to know about the game, I'm pretty much the instruction man. I'm the map. So anything that you want to ask me, ask me. And she began to just ask questions, and I answered everything. It wasn't one question that I did not answer. And make a long story short, she didn't have that much money on her, man. She only had like, $400 and some dollars, nothing to talk about. Matter of fact, if that, don't get me to lying, probably like 300 or 400 or something. It was so small, I barely even remember. It was nothing to really talk about. But I still broke her for it. Yeah. So she's made it known that she wants to fuck with me. And the video that I'm going to put up, just so you'll know who I'm talking about, since y'all listening, those that's at my Patreon, I'm going to put a video up of a young woman walking out my room with shorts on with her ass cheeks out. That's her. That's the one that I almost got. And I'm going to save the whole story for when I come back to YouTube. You know what I mean? But I gave you enough of it already. But yeah, I could have got killed over the bitch, but the mercies of God prevailed, of course. Because you got to remember, man, all that tough guy shit, that's cool. But when you're in a new country and you don't know nobody and you still don't know the areas and the ins and outs and, of an area, motherfuckers that's born and raised in areas, of course, they can click up all type of shit. They can come through with their crew, all that. You there by yourself, and at that time, it wasn't like I had a gun or anything. I didn't. So, you know what I mean? I was just an open prey, but the mercies of God on my life. But yeah, man, the broad that I'm gonna put up on my Patreon, her coming out the room, that's the bitch. You know what I mean? That's the bitch. She was my first knocking. She was the first one that I actually gave a nigga the phone call about here in this Canada. She was my first Canadian knocking. Ours, man, she had never done it before. She was amazed, because she was always doing the internet. And I told her that we gonna do something a little bit different. And man, just like it's easy for y'all to breathe air and drink water, that's how easy it was for her to just conform to my instructions pertaining to the track, just like that, immediately. You know what I mean? Only thing I didn't like, of course, she was coming to tracks that I had created and we was just getting off the ground. But my nigga, you know what I mean? If I could have hit a button, without going through the border and shit, and just hit a button, and we could have been, in California on them Cali Blades, that's where I would have happened. Cause she's a track star. She's just a track queen. You know what I mean? Like, man, she, before you knew it, you know what I mean? She was just like, I ain't gonna say too much because one of my, bitches be listening when they shouldn't be. But I just say that she did very well. Instantly. You know what I mean? Very well. 17s, 22s, 14s, 17s, 25s, consistently every day. The only time that she gave me less than a rack was this one night we had got out late because we was in Toronto and I had allowed them to eat and we had got behind schedule. But you know what I mean? She had checked like 600 or something that day. But I blame myself because I didn't get out there early. I didn't have her on my normal schedule. But other than that, man, please, checking it. Right, bro. That's Sepulveda, man. Oh man, she would have had a pimp eating in that Orange County, man. You know what I mean? I would have just showed her the ropes around that Orange County, man, and got ghosts. Yeah. You know what I mean? She would have been cool on that Sepulveda. She would have been cool on that Hope, man. Yeah, took her right to that Hope, man, during the daytime. You dig? You would have had that bitch around that motherfucker. Open Sepulveda back up, because you niggas are scared to pimp. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas be fucking with Sepulveda every now and then, but Sepulveda ain't what it used to be. But it ain't what it used to be because these niggas ain't pimping, man. It ain't that the money ain't there. Just like Boulder Highway. If I was on Boulder Highway with just one hoe, you understand me? You'll see that motherfucker start booming. Next thing you know, 2 hoes, 3 hoes, 4 hoes, 5 hoes. Now I got Boulder Highway back cracking. Motherfuckers talking about Boulder Highway dead. Hey, the only way that I couldn't get it cracking is if Metro just made up their mind to be on some bullshit. But other than that, nigga, I have Boulder Highway back cracking. OC cool right now. Oh, okay. Only 3 of us put there daily. Oh, okay. Yeah, P. That's how it's been. I had my young niggas come through there, and they was the only ones out there. They was the only ones out there for a little bit, man. You know what I mean? My young niggas was out there, man. You know what I mean? Had 3 of my young proteges out there, and yeah, it wasn't really no pimping out there. They was like, man, P ain't nothing. I was like, nigga, don't you worry about that. That mean more for y'all. I don't give a fuck about no fucking crowd. I just want a bitch to eat. You know what I'm saying? So I can eat, nigga. Niggas be trying to go to the Blade where it's 80 pimps and all of that. Man, fuck all of that. I'm trying to be somewhere where I can go to the Blade, set that hoe down, you understand me, and check what I'm supposed to check, man. That's y'all niggas' problems. You trying to be cool. You trying to get new pimp buddies and all of that shit. Nigga, I ain't with all that shit. Nigga, meet me through the bitch. I ain't trying to sit up there, you understand me, and have new pimp friends and all of that. And I don't even want to be cool with all you niggas because you think just because we chopped it up and you chucked the deuce at me and I said the deuce back to you, now you think that I ain't supposed to knock you for the bitch. Now you in your feelings because you think we friends because we seen each other at the restaurant and spoke for 4 minutes. So now I ain't supposed to give you the phone call, you know what I mean, because we had a conversation at one time. Nigga, if you don't get your motherfucking ass out this way so I can make my way to your bitch. You know, right, bro. But Sepulveda is still Sepulveda. You know what I mean? That's when me and Freeze, I was our first stomping grounds. You know? I'm not gonna put too much out there, but not even just 07 and 08, but really when I had got out the pen, you know what I mean? Cause this one little blade that me and Freeze was starting, I can't lie, man. I had a little black bitch at that time, and she was, you know, 350, 460, every now and then, like 5 and some change. You know, Sin gonna keep it real, man. I'm never gonna lie on my pimping or lie on that bitch horn. These niggas be lying. Every bitch that they got, every bitch that he ever knocked, she checked the rack, you know what I mean, or more. She was checking racks. She was stealing. Come on, man, stop it. You niggas need to quit lying on this internet, man. I just don't be saying that. A lot of these old niggas is lying to y'all. They trying to paint a picture like every bitch that they knocked was a superstar. Every bitch that they knocked was an all-star. Every bitch that they knocked was on the dream team. My nigga, that's false. That's not even the game, my nigga. Stop it. But to just be respectful, so we won't argue, I just say, if niggas want to keep saying the 2 + 2 is 5, and you niggas is dumb and naive to keep believing that shit, that's on y'all. I remember one nigga that when him had words, he was from y'all favorite little documentary, and we was getting into it. He say every bitch he had, he put his all into. I like, nigga, if you don't knock that shit off, no, you didn't. You didn't put your all in every bitch that you knocked. Knock that shit off. That shit sound good, nigga. No, you did not. He like, nigga, you wasn't even. I said, nigga, I don't have to be. Nigga, I know this game. You niggas be lying, embellishing your pimping. Stop it. Every bitch that you knocked ever in your pimp career, you put your all into. No, you did not. That's a lie. Y'all gonna keep believing all of these little stories, man. Need to eat or drink while I'm in the background. Right, high capping. We call that high capping. But anyway, man, I reached the hour. You know what I mean? You guys make sure y'all get to my Patreon. I'm about to put the link in the comment section. Hold on. Everybody get to my Patreon. Because after today, Sin is going to disappear for a while. So if you want to keep fellowshipping with me, man, you want new content, old content that you haven't seen in years, you know what I mean? Content that you haven't seen ever before, you know what I mean? Come to my account. I'm going to give you my only Instagram account. Once again, the Sinful to Pimp Instagram page, that's not my page. That's Kiko. That's Keisha from False Alert. That's the feds behind that page. So if you're following the Sinful to Pimp page, you are following, you know what I mean, the feds. You are following a nigga that, you understand me, has caused pimps to be locked up and fucked up. Hold on, let me give you my only website. There we go. Gonna give you my only Cash App. Because niggas is creating false Cash Apps and PayPals in my name. Trying to deceive the people out of money. People that know me know I don't even get down like that. When have I ever got in an inbox, a DM, and I'm asking for money? Nah, Sin don't get down like that. So, you know what I mean? Now that you guys actually have, you know what I mean, my Patreon account, you can join. You know what I mean? You got the opportunity to come through. I've given you the information. I appreciate you guys for fucking with me. around like 5 o'clock or 5:30. I'll be live on the Sinful to P channel. Hopefully y'all come through. Love you guys. I hope you live as long as you want. Never want as long as you live. Happy New Year's. I'm glad that God has blessed your big head ass to see another new year.